Alright, some time ago I read this article. I thought it was pretty interesting. In fact, it says right there that it was quite an old article. But anyway, Department of Homeland Security buying up enough ammo to wage 7-year war against the American people. Giving the specifics, basically a report came out that the Department of Homeland Security bought about 450 million rounds of 40 caliber handgun ammunition. Hollow points. And now hollow points make it a significant factor here, because if they were buying a lot of ammunition for, let's say, general target practice, it would probably be some sort of, just Full Metal Jacket or something along the lines like that. But they got hollow points. All right, 450 million rounds, you can see in bold. The interesting thing about this is that ammunition purchased by the Department of Homeland Security, all right, is only designed to be used in the United States, the homeland. It's never supposed to be used for wars overseas. It's designed just for their purposeful use. All right. It says its main purpose of the organization, you can read here in the paragraph, is to thwart homegrown terrorism. All right. Going on through the article, all right, it brings up an interesting point here, that it is a violation of the Geneva Convention to use hollow point ammunition on the battlefield, but it's not a violation to use it, for domestic affairs. Now, people use hollow points for various reasons, usually in areas where, it's somewhat more urban. All right, hollow point ammunition, when it hits a wall or something like that, breaks up rather than bouncing back. It doesn't penetrate walls, like, once again, sometimes, it had happened in New Jersey where ammunition was fired and went through a wall and killed innocents. But anyway, the point I'm trying to bring up here is that the Department of Homeland Security, the department that's designed to protect its own people, is buying ammunition to use against its own people. All right. Now you might be saying, well, how much ammunition is 450 million rounds? Well, there's only a little bit over 300 million Americans. All right, and 450 million rounds of ammunition. Just going through the math here, the article gave a good point. It said here that in active battle operations in Iraq, ammunition is expended at a rate of roughly 5.5 million rounds per month. All right, so they said that the estimate would therefore be about 66 million rounds in a year, but in the past year, Iraq actually resulted in about 72 million rounds. Anyway, it just puts in perspective here that in the whole war we are fighting, which includes various types of ammunition, the article, let me just see if I can scroll it up here. This way you can actually read it. All right, it says rifle rounds such as 5.56, 308, which is basically 30 caliber, 50 caliber, and not to mention various pistol rounds like 9mm, which are common, on the M9 sidearm, and also 45 and people who are using 45 sidearms. All right, all that ammunition, all those different types of calibers, pistols, rifles, machine guns, was still less than the 450 million rounds of ammunition which the United States is buying for its Department of Homeland Security. And it makes me wonder, after so many years, they say it's a good idea to use up your ammunition. The ammunition doesn't really have a lifetime where it's always perfectly going to have the same performance. Sometimes ammunition that's really old, after, let's say, a period of maybe about 60 years, sometimes actually becomes dangerous. They say that, it could actually, somehow something happens with the primers where they actually, fire themselves off. Anyway, the point I'm getting at is they purchased 450 million rounds of ammunition, much more than anything we've ever done in war recently, to be used against the American people. Hollow points are expensive, more expensive than various other types of ammunition, and also impact the most amount of damage on human flesh. They really rip apart, break into fragmentation types of pieces, which can cause serious organ damage. All right, and 40 caliber ammunition is gaining popularity all around the world because it has more punch than 9mm, but it's primarily a very popular caliber in the United States. All right, and in fact, it goes in here, this interesting little quote, it stops bad guys more quickly, all right, than 9mm. I don't know, I just thought this was a scary thing. When my Department of Homeland Security buys so much ammunition, I don't know, I just thought I should share.